Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome to a Hot Takes episode of What's the Diff, where we bring a few topics and let loose our opinions when we are down a man. I am driver Josh. With me today is introverted Keenan.
And passenger Keenan.
And passenger Keenan, a.k.a. our special guest today, the most famous autodidact Keenan.
That's me.
I just learned that word today, and I don't think I said it right either.
Yeah, this is close enough. This is close enough.
If you guys are driver and passenger, I'm backseat middle of the hump. I call the hump.
Hump day.
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at what'sthediff.net. Leave us a text or a voicemail at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com. You can also join our Patreon and support us today.
Give us money.
Give me the money.
Or give me money. You can just give it to me.
We'll give you some.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have some.
If it's the only episode that takes off, we'll give you some money.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold you to that.
And invite you back onto every episode.
That's all. For sure. Yeah.
Sorry, Coley.
Yeah, Coley's.
Coley's in. Just you're in also.
Yeah. You can sit on his lap, though.
The next one with Coley, it's like no one listens. All right, well, let's try this again. Shit.
The data shows. Oh, wait. Hold on. I don't understand the hump thing that you said.
Backseat, the middle of the hump. Like, you know how there's like a hump in the backseat middle on some cars?
Yeah, like trucks and stuff.
Backseat, middle of the hump.
No, that makes sense.
It's some stand-up guys said that when I was a kid. I don't know who it was. Brian Regan. Again.
Why was there a hump?
Yeah, that's like why couldn't you just make it flat?
I don't know.
They're like, oh, we want the small child to also be in our eye height when we look back.
But like, it's like maybe an inch higher.
Yeah. I don't know why they had humps.
For some reason, I thought about you like just sitting on the armrest, like in between the driver.
No,
and
just
the
a little hump. The little hump.
Okay.
Keenan, I want to switch gears, but it's in your crotch.
Please switch it. Please switch it.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I thought you were talking about on the podcast. You're like, all right, going in a different direction now.
We should probably do that too.
Oh yeah. All right. I'll start us off.
All right.
And good. We're talking about driving because I want to talk about video game driving. My hot take is that arcade driving games are more fun than realistic driving games.
Yeah, I agree. Can you, for the audience though, define arcade versus realistic?
And me.
Yeah, I'll do it for Keenan and the audience. So, arcade driving games are more like Need for Speed. That's the really well-known arcade franchise. Not actual arcade, like you go to an arcade and you put in quarters and stuff, but like you're driving around and you can drift your car at 300 miles per hour and make a 90-degree turn really easily and keep your speed. And, you're going to go off this like sick ass jump and like do like a whole bunch of flips, and then like your car like crashes a bunch and then you just like respawn somewhere.
Yeah, and if you like
sick
press the NOS button, like trails of red come out of your headlights and you just like go 1,000 miles an hour in like 1 second.
Yeah. And then
versus
it's NOS.
and then the realistic games, it's like F1, or the really big one is Forza. So it's a lot more realistic. You have to worry about like the road conditions. In the F1 games, you can actually have to worry about like tire degradation and stuff, and like switching your tires based on the weather and all these different things.
That's
and
so high maintenance.
Or like, if you want to go around a tight corner, you actually have to slow down.
Stupid.
That's so dumb.
That is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, why would anybody do that?
No one wants to do that.
No one wants to like. It's like I don't want to get off topic, but it's like Red Dead 2 versus Red Dead 1. In Red Dead 2, you have to eat. I think that's stupid. I don't want to eat while I'm trying to like hunt a wolf or whatever, because they're like, oh, you have to stop hunting now. You're hungry. And I just think that's dumb. But sorry, going back to the racing thing, it's a similar thing. It's like it's a video game. I'm not trying to be in real life here.
Yeah.
You have to buy real tires, $800.
Like,
Careful, you do another burnout, your tires are done.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
you got to manage your tire rubbers, or else you're gonna run out
Your
of
pit
money.
crew manager just quit. What are you gonna do?
oh well, I guess I'll just not race this
He
time.
quit mid-race. You said something bad about his wife.
Yeah, there's discord between your drivers because they're a bunch of pansies and spoiled ass babies. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Drive to Survive, but those
No,
guys
I am
are
not.
horrible humans.
Oh,
Have you ever? You haven't seen it?
Is it a
No.
documentary or is it?
No,
TV show?
it's like, yeah, it's like a Netflix docu-series, I guess,
Mm.
that documents F1 drivers in Europe.
It sounds
Damn.
fucking sick.
Formula One. Yeah, they are. It's crazy though because they're just like these rich motherfuckers that are just they just get whatever they want and they're such babies about everything.
That's what I would expect.
But that's that. I forget what we were talking about.
Oh, car game.
car game.
Yeah, the car game.
I will say though that I have had like I think my most memorable experiences are playing realistic car games. There's one time our buddy Tyler, him and I were playing Forza one time, and we were just trying to be like absolutely dumb. Like we were not good at driving car games, and he's like, okay, we're gonna get the best cars in the game, and we're gonna turn all of the assists off. And we're going to see if we can, like, who's going to win in this drag race. And we're like, oh, this is so fucking sick. Like, half-mile drag race on these super fast cars. We're going to be so quick. Well, turns out, like, it's really hard to drive a really fast car because, like, they'll get through their gears, like, super quickly or something. And then, like, they don't have the assist to, like, keep you, like, in line. So all of a sudden, like, your tires are spinning and you're, like, backwards somehow. I think the half-mile, like, should have taken us no time at all. Took us like 2 minutes to complete. And like we're just like crawling at like 15 miles per hour, just like, don't freak out, car.
Jesus, that sounds kind of fun, but like for a different reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
like what's that old ATV dirt bike game where you could jump like fucking?
yeah, I think it was just ATV.
ATV
Yeah.
MX or something.
Yeah.
like
exactly.
Off-Road Fury, like there's a bunch of them.
You're just
You
like
could like
500-footer fucking double neck.
you could like kick the biker next to you. while you're,
Yeah,
like, in
in
the air.
midair. That was the funnest game, and it's not realistic at all.
yeah.
No.
but it's so fun. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So I find those games a lot better. I will say though that ever since I got a like realistic driving simulator, that has made it a lot more fun.
If I had like an actual steering wheel and clutch and everything, like
Yeah.
the seated things.
I could see that. I could see that like making a big difference. Plus, like, I don't know about you guys, but I personally know zero things about cars. I know how to change my oil, and that's it.
Oh wow, you're a really car guy here.
Yeah, exactly. And so I feel like that would make a difference if like I actually had a passion for cars. It just makes the realistic games slightly
That's
more
true.
niche.
I paid for someone to do my oil today. I regret that. It was so expensive. I was just feeling lazy.
Yeah.
It was like your power steering pump could use a,
Oh God.
or no, you need like a flush. And I was like, I could probably do that in like 5 minutes at my house, but just go for it. $70. Oh, okay.
You're like, fuck.
Oh, I should have done all that myself.
Why?
Anyway. Yeah, the realistic simulator, you're like doing your own oil. You need new wheel bearings. Oh fuck!
Exactly. It's like
You got a crack in your exhaust manifold. God damn it!
like your downforce is 0.3 and then you fucking lost me. Like I can't. I'm not gonna read about this shit just to fix it. You know.
Cracked windshield. Sorry.
I want to be able to blow straight through a tree trunk without losing
Bring the
any
tree with me.
speed.
Yeah,
bring
exactly.
the tree with me. Plus, like the decals on my sick looking car with the spoiler on the back.
Why do you think Mario Kart such a success?
Exactly.
Throwing bombs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bikes that
yeah.
That's not realistic.
cannot do that. Yeah.
No, you can't just like turn into a rainbow and then just like go,
Not really.
super fast.
Yeah, go
Star-
Super Saiyan.
Let's make a realistic Mario Kart.
Okay, yeah,
F1 Mario Kart.
Oh my God.
That
it might work.
I don't know if that'd be sick or not.
I think there is actually like go-kart games that are like realistic.
Probably.
I'd never play them, but
No. I'd rather just go real go.
Just go on and drive.
yeah.
Go karting is fun.
Oh my god,
Oh my God. Yeah.
I want to go karting so bad.
Yeah. Now I just thought of that. I can see why people like racing, but in my opinion, I've always thought of that where it's like being one of the observers on a racetrack. It's like you only get to see the cars for like half a second and then
Yeah.
they're just gone. I'm like, why do people go to these races? It's got to be way more fun to be the driver.
I went to a motorcycle race though. Well, and it was I think it was Skagit Speedway, so it's like forested sections, windy turns, up, down, like the elevation changes. And I found the one spot where everyone was crashing. It was so fun.
See, that's sick.
It was everyone was just and they were getting hurt. They were just sliding out like 200 feet.
Yeah.
But every bike like, oh, here you go, I'm too fast. Yeah. It was so fun.
Well, yeah, seeing people crash, that's super fun.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it is also fun if the track is small enough. Like the one that's near town, it's like a dirt track. It's always fun to watch that
Hannigan.
one. I was thinking the
yeah.
one that's a little bit more out in the county, not Hannigan, but
Those ones you can like see the whole track though. I'm
Another
thinking about like
Yeah, the-
F1 races.
yeah, we only get to see like that little section there in front
Yeah.
of you, and the cars are also going so fast.
It's just like, and you're like, oh, there you go.
You're like,
he's gone again.
What was
Cool,
that?
though.
My guy?
Yeah, you
I
don't
went to-
know.
I don't know why, but in Hawaii, drag racing was really big. So
Oh?
went to that a lot. There was one just out of town. That is fun to see.
Like legal?
Yeah, like a drag racing track.
Damn, that's
People just
sick.
bring their own personal cars and stuff. Some have sponsors, some don't.
That's sick.
I brought my Mazda Miata.
No, there was like fucking real fucking drag cars there. It was cool.
Like the ones with the big ass back tires and shit, and they're super long.
Huge,
Damn.
long wheelie preventer, whatever those are called.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah, it was cool.
I think it's called a wheelie preventer.
Wheeling preventer tool.
You know, I used to call my brothers and I used to call spoilers zungs.
Zungs?
Yeah.
Why zungs?
No idea. We just made up the word. We're like, we were looking at these cars and we're like, what is that? And we're like, oh, this car has a sweet zung on the back. And then that was it.
I used to call the moon an onion.
Did you know what an onion was?
I was like 3.
You're like, look at that.
Onion white ball.
Look at the
Boom,
crescent.
white ball.
Crescent onion.
Onion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I got on arcade driving and realistic driving games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say as conclusion, arcade driving games are more fun.
Yeah, they gotta be.
I could see myself getting pretty down with like trying to control a realistic driving.
Yeah, I'll throw you in the simulator one of these days.
Do you have like the steering wheel?
Yeah, the steering wheel, the clutch. I also have the VR headset, so you can also like look around too.
That sounds sick.
You're really in the driver's seat.
I have nostalgia for Need for Speed too.
Oh my god!
Like Need for Speed Most Wanted was probably my most played game.
Is it the one that was like "From the window to the walls"? That song was playing.
Maybe.
my garage.
I don't know, but you did customize in your garage, and there was this whole like storyline where you raced for pink slips against this guy
Yeah.
named Razor,
Yeah, that sounds like
and it was awesome.
it.
Yes, it was such a good game.
Yeah, mine was Need for Speed Underground 2.
That's the
Also, fucking
Need for Speed
amazing.
Underground.
Yeah, because I didn't really like the whole Most Wanted part, because you just be speeding around, it's and then they're like, oh, there's a cop around the corner, and you're like, fuck, now I got to spend the next 15 minutes running away.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, I was kind of into that because, you know, if you learn the maps well enough, dude, then you can just like fucking run off a cliff and then see the cops come after you and you're like,
Now imagine that in a simulated one. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
trying to break free all these cops.
Driving off like a building.
Oh my god.
Your car's fine.
All right, change of pace here. Hot takes. Hustle culture is a trap, not a flex.
Ooh.
So you guys probably, I don't know. My Instagram, a lot of it is like, work hard, fucking play later.
Yeah.
Nope, play at all. Like fucking sleeps for the dead. Fucking lock in, brother.
Lock in.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Like we're currently in like in a place where people are like glorifying working really hard, which is good. It's good to work hard. And say the computer, phone, and a little bit of goddamn determination.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
well,
just
that is the thing though, is like the culture nowadays is
Mhm.
like, I mean, just with media too. And in the US in particular, I feel, I don't really know versus any other country culture, but growing up here, it's always kind of been like that. But now that we have social media to like, just stick that in our brains. Yeah, I feel, I agree that it's like become like too much.
like I know
You know,
people who are like 17, 18 who are like just grinding, working on stocks, saving up for their first car, saving up for a house, just fucking working all the time. And I'm like, that's great. But also it's like, well, that's such a like interesting mindset. I don't know.
Yeah.
You should be. A lot of it should be like you should be learning and like traveling and like getting new experiences and stuff, not just grinding all the time.
It's like turning life into a winning scenario instead of a
Mhm.
living scenario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, you have to like succeed instead of enjoy.
And like a lot of successful people, granted they're successful, but they're saying like, I found the
Well,
most
what is
success.
successful,
Exactly.
you know?
I found the most success in a happy and balanced life.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like as rich as you get, it doesn't make a difference in your happiness. And if your success is money, then that's just one part of the puzzle.
And you hear stories all the time about these rich motherfuckers being absolutely miserable, or you know,
Yes,
famous
yeah.
people being miserable.
Mhm.
And then you get into the philosophy of it. It's like, why am I doing this? What is this worth to me or to my soul?
Yeah.
And
And
Yeah.
what's expected to become like a medical professional or like a CEO or like if you're an assistant to a CEO or something, like what's expected is like anything and everything, on call, weekends,
right.
80-hour weeks. Like that's what is expected to make it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever
It's
like
wild.
worked like a job that was just like 80-hour weeks, like
No.
plus just
I definitely not. I couldn't, like that's not, I don't live to work at all.
dude, it's I know,
You know?
neither do
Yeah.
I, but I worked a job that
That's
was like
crazy.
that, and
Mhm.
it was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It was just terrible. It was so much work, and I had no life
Mm-hmm.
at all. Could,
When your life becomes the work, like who are you?
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
But-
what's your
But
purpose?
just another cog
Why
working.
are you doing this?
Right.
And the funny thing was, a lot of my coworkers had like families and shit. I didn't have a family, and they were doing it for their families. You know,
Family.
that's why they were doing it, was
That's
to support
It's
them.
American dream.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. I'm not here for it. But yeah, see, like my algorithm isn't like that with the whole like hustler stuff. But I
Well, all it
always
takes is
see.
me to click on one thing, and it's like fucking 10 more videos.
Well, yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, just it's absolutely wild that is such a prevalent thing in social media that it just keeps getting pushed onto people, and it's just it's not cool. And it actually reminded me of an Anthony Bourdain quote that I read today. Travel is not a
R.I.P.
reward for working; it's an education for living. And just that whole thing with like the grind mindset, they're like, oh no, you shouldn't be spending money like on vacations or traveling. Like, you know, it's also taking time away from your work. Like, you always got to be go, 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 go. And eventually you can get all that nice shit, which I always feel like the people that are also doing the hustler stuff and being like, oh yeah, it's all about the grind mindset, they're also just scamming people, be like, hey, follow my course. And
Yeah, that's part of it too, is because you want to convince people that's what they need.
yeah,
And they're just making money living remotely, not working at all off
Right.
of these guys that they convinced, you know?
that's very true.
That's
Actually,
a huge thing I'm seeing. It's all a
Yeah.
giant pyramid scheme.
Oh.
It totally is. Like I see a lot of like people on threads or whatever who are like, you know, here's what I did to be successful. Now you can too. Read it in comments, and it's like a 10-part success story.
Right, yeah.
And the bottom
Get
part's
my
like,
book.
get my book, sign up to my newsletter. And I'm like, wait. You're claiming you are successful by doing these things, and then you get other people to do the same things to claim they're successful, make their own newsletter, and then they get the people to do that. And I'm like, you're just creating some weird pseudo self-help, you know, like lock-in bro pyramid scheme.
that you're the
Yeah.
guru of
Exactly.
popularity wise.
It's fucking weird.
It is
All
weird.
of threads is a giant pyramid scheme from people who are claiming to be successful and claiming to make a certain amount of money and having a newsletter that they're just selling the exact same thing. And then those people are selling the exact same thing. It's like capitalism has become a pyramid scheme
yeah,
in a whole.
yeah.
And it's just easy to perpetuate through social media. Ugh.
No, it's. I mean, in that, you know, taking it back to what you were saying, as it's a trap, is like, yeah, like it feels like that. It feels like you're being like sucked into something.
And for
that-
me, like I'm not crazy about. I mean, I like money, but I'm not trying to be like that person. But then I'm like thinking about it, like, well, is everyone else successful?
This
Is
is
everyone
great,
else
yeah.
going ahead of me?
Yeah.
Am I behind?
yeah, yeah.
Oh shit! Oh god!
I gotta
and then
keep going.
I gotta be that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's this horrible feeling, but it's not real. It's constructed.
Yes.
Like and then I have people that come up to me and they're like, they'll be successful in their career and they're like, dude, I see your like Instagram stuff. Like you're doing some cool shit. And like, I'm like, am I? Yeah. Like, you know, I really got to start like fucking doing cool shit and stop thinking about my career so much. And I'm like, huh, okay. Like, yeah, you seem like you just got to figure it out. I'm like, well, I feel like I have zero figured out, but thank you. That's nice. Cause like, it isn't always about that shit. And so it's nice to, I think balance is so important, and all the successful tech, everybody, I think everyone's kind of like starting to see like, okay, we need this balance because people are burnt. Well, I mean, I found this thing. It said what the toxic loop is. It is. Blah, 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 blah. So overworking leads to burnout. Burnout leads to low productivity. Low productivity leads to guilt, and guilt leads to more overworking.
Yeah.
Then that's the toxic cycle.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. I mean, honestly, yeah, dude. That's it's funny though that you say like it's completely unprecedented, all this like social media shit. And we've never had to deal with it before. So now in our generation, we are maturing with these mindsets because we're just like what is happening? What is all this stuff that's coming at us? Is this good? Is this bad? We've never had to ask those questions before.
Yeah.
So to play devil's advocate, like hustling is good. Working hard is good. Being successful in your mind is good. But also, there's a balance and the way that it's presented to us is totally a fucking trap.
Oh yeah. It's the presentation. It's propaganda.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, so definitions of success are important. Like, instead of saying I'm successful and everyone goes, I know exactly what that means. There's financial independence. There's freedom, which is honestly kind of like my definition of success for myself. Freedom.
Yeah.
How free do I feel? How happy do I feel because of that? Happiness goes in line with that. And maybe some people are thinking about their success as impact. Like when I was younger, I did marine biology because I wanted to make an impact, like saving the oceans. So if I was like poor as fuck, but I invented a crazy thing to like harness, I don't know, wave energy or clean up a bunch of the plastic islands, like maybe I would feel super successful even if I didn't make that much money. So it's everyone's definition. But like right now, the financial success is what everyone's and always has been after. But
Yeah. No.
It's dirty, man.
It's dirty. Not much you can do about that.
Ooh, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's a
Or
trap.
you just beat me and be successful overall.
Right. No,
You
exactly.
just be me if you want.
You can just
be
do
like,
that.
overall very well put together, successful, happy.
yeah,
freedom, independent, happy,
Free as fuck, happy as fuck, financially freedom, money as fuck.
making an impact on the world.
Right.
As
yes.
fuck.
As fuck.
As fuck.
Just overall, in every category, better. Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Now we're the propaganda.
Yeah, man. But take that harder money and subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, there you go. Buy our book. Your book. My book. I'm writing a book.
Our book, we should just take everything we've ever said, put it in a book.
Yeah.
Some people do that.
Episode 1.
Have you ever
Figuring it out.
You ever seen those like philosophy books that are like political books that are just letters between two people?
No.
don't
Have you
think I
ever
have.
seen those? There's a few
That's
books I've
funny.
come by that are literally just printed letters of dialogue between two people. And the first
Oh my
one
God.
I read was actually kind of interesting because it was like romantic but like real back in like I don't know.
Oh.
It's complicated.
Yeah. It was between Obama and
Love
Bush.
is complicated.
Right, exactly.
Don't do it. I'm doing it. Please don't do it.
Don't do it.
I'm going to do it.
Hope you like my painting. W.
All right. Can I do one of my
Yeah.
hot topics
Get
next?
in there.
Okay. My first one, and probably the one that has come up the most often in my life, is that I prefer no dressing on salad.
It's come up most often in your life.
It has.
Bit of
You'd be
contentious
surprised.
topic.
Well, I mean, if you ever go anywhere and get a
Exactly.
salad,
Exactly.
they're like, okay, this is the dressings we have. And you're like, no, I don't want
No.
any. And they're like, oh, you don't want any on it. And they're like, so this is the side?
Yeah, and I'm like, no. And I lean in closer and I look him in the eye and I'm like, no dressing.
What
And
do you say? I'm a wabbit.
Yeah. No. Okay. So it is literally whenever I go anywhere, restaurant or like I'm having a salad for lunch or something and my coworkers are next to me, they'll like look at me and they'll comment. They're like, Keenan, you don't have any dressing on your salad. I'm like, yes, I don't have any dressing on my salad.
Correct.
I'm
I did
not
ask
a
for that.
rabbit. And they're just like, I think you're a rabbit. And I'm like, fuck, maybe I'm a rabbit.
Everyone's just going to start going,
Yeah, exactly. And it comes up very often. Every time I eat a salad, and
no.
I'm like, Okay, well, I guess this is a hot take, so which is
So
why I thought
yeah,
of
it is. That's just a hot take.
Yeah.
That is not correct.
Yeah. Like here's my first question. Who hurt you?
Nobody hurt me. I'm taking care of myself by not ingesting this sick, slimy, mayonnaise infested
slime. What do you
ranch?
We're not just getting ranch.
Slime.
Yeah. Why are you getting ranch?
I'm a
That's
big
sliming down my throat.
balsamic vinaigrette fan.
Okay.
Love me a balsamic.
So we're getting into the nitty gritty now, which, yes, first of all,
Okay,
I am a fan of vinaigrettes, and I know that counts as a dressing.
It does.
Yeah, it is.
It's
A
So-
dressing.
like the first dressing ever made.
Right. Which is, I think it's ranch. I think like mainly
Ranch is weird.
it's gross.
Yeah.
It is so gross.
You can't taste the salad. You just
Yes,
taste the ranch.
you just
Yeah.
taste the ranch, and it's fucking disgusting. A vinaigrette, yes, I can get into that depending on the salad. But if it's a regular salad, I will probably just eat it regular. If it's like more effort to get a
If
dressing.
you go to an Italian restaurant and they give you a Caesar to start, are you not having this Caesar dressing?
well, no, if it has dressing on it, I won't eat it.
So you don't like Caesar?
You don't like the Caesar dressing?
No, I don't like Caesar dressing.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that's the great divide
Caesar.
between the cream and the vinaigrette is
Yeah.
the Caesar.
I don't like
little
it.
anchovies in there?
It's still too slimy. The what was I gonna say? The vinaigrette, though, I'm also particular about
Okay.
because it can be like too fruity or something, or like have like a weird like raspberry thing going on.
Yeah, I
and
don't
I'm
like
just
those.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
No, I don't like that's bad. And so many restaurants serve these crazy vinaigrettes that nobody asked for. Like,
Yeah.
just give me vinegar, mustard, lemon.
Mustard.
Yeah, Dijon mustard.
That counts as a dressing if you're throwing it on a salad.
No.
It
Like
does?
this mixed into like a vinaigrette.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah, this is my
so
vinaigrette.
I don't like dressing, but I love mustard on my salad.
No, a vinaigrette recipe that I make at home is literally red wine vinegar, Dijon mustard, pepper, salt, olive oil,
I'd eat that. That
and
sounds
lemon.
good.
And
Yeah.
that's it.
Fuck that up.
It is so good. But no, all these
Yeah.
restaurants are just overcomplicated.
What about if you just say, "Can I have some olive oil and vinegar?"
I've never said that. But
Because I do that.
You do that?
Yeah. If
Feeling-
they list off like the things I don't like, I'll just say, "Can I just use some olive oil and vinegar,
yeah,
some pepper,
I never even thought of
some
that,
lime?"
to be honest.
yeah.
But
You don't have to. You can. They have. Everyone has that. So-
Right. No, I should.
Can the chef make my dressing for me
Yeah,
right now?
Yeah.
No,
in
just
front of me.
bring me some olive, or just throw some olive oil on there. It's not that hard.
Yeah, which I would eat that.
Yeah.
That would be
When I go to
fine.
Mod and I make my own, I just do olive oil and vinegar because I don't like their dressings.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I should start doing that. But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
I guess like
Yeah.
the line. There's a line.
What about
Okay.
what's that called? Like Greek goddess.
Yeah. No,
No,
I don't think I've had Greek
it's
goddess.
really good.
that's the Trader Joe's one you're talking about, right?
I think it's just the name of a lot of dressings. Greek. It's like a
They
type
could-
of.
Yeah.
It's like a. I think it's a vinaigrette. So what about like just vinegar? That stuff's kind of fine.
Yeah.
Like red vinegar.
If it's simple, it's fine.
And you're also talking about sliminess, so
Oh.
the consistency really matters for you.
Yes, it does. It's the same with mayonnaise. Like that's why I don't like mayonnaise
Mm.
because it's just like an insane texture to me. It feels like you're drinking fat
Well,
or whatever. Like
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
how
that
it
is-
registers in my brain.
Yeah, that is a little bit.
And it
Okay.
is so gross.
but
Weird.
other things that could be considered slimy that I feel like is kind of normal to eat. You wouldn't put it on a salad, but like, do you have trouble with ketchup?
I do prefer no ketchup on most things,
Okay.
including
okay,
hot
so
dogs.
maybe it's a texture thing too.
I mean, definitely taste, but I think the sliminess part is a big factor in this.
Agreed. I would agree.
Well, so you like pizza?
I love pizza.
So do you ever get ranch?
nope.
See, I think that's good. The only time for ranch is pizza.
I don't care
Don't
for
like it on
ranch on
salad.
pizza.
I don't like. I'll just have a little cup to dip in once in a while.
No, I asked for marinara because that's what's like on the pizza.
You just asked for
I'll
more
put
marinara?
The,
Yeah, bro.
you put the crust in the marinara.
You know what's fucking good is that Mod. They have the fig glaze. the fig
glaze,
The glaze, the glaze.
side of fig
Double
glaze.
G there.
Just like a ton of fig.
Fig glaze.
It's a ton of sugar and balsamic fig. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds good. I haven't had it before.
I hope you don't make that noise like
Wait,
you're
get-
eating it at mine.
Is that like when you drizzle it on the bot, like at the end?
I usually get the cup because I don't want it to be all over. Because
Okay.
maybe I get sick of it and I'm like, fuck, now the whole thing's covered in fig.
Yeah, that's true.
There's too much fig. Get out of here.
Fuck.
I don't want. It's ruined.
I said on the side. Sorry.
They figged my pizza.
Fuck this fig. I fucking hate
It's too
figs.
slimy.
Figs everywhere.
You know everything was slime.
Fig this,
I would
fig
say
you.
that though.
I come in once a month. You should know me by now.
I just started working last week.
Yeah,
This episode's gonna be so quiet now because I screamed into it, and it's gonna like equalize the audio.
Nice.
It's okay.
Sorry.
You're passionate about figs and slime. That's fine.
That's okay.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, for you people that have
Yeah.
already heard that part, just turn us down a little bit, or turn us up for the rest of it. We're not going to yell.
Now
I swear.
you can turn it. Well,
Yeah. He's like, everybody's like, fuck me, Jesus Christ.
yeah. I make no promises, but
We'll go and post and find the spike and trim it.
I'm not gonna.
Okay, we're not gonna do that. Fuck that. Real raw audio. So yeah, I'd just be like, can I just get some like balsam or vinegar and some olive oil?
honestly, I'm gonna do that
Yeah.
now. I
It's good.
feel like I would just feel bad when I'm doing because I don't want them to like go through the effort to like make me something.
It's dude. You're right. If you're going to a restaurant that
I
has
know
salad,
that's
probably
literally
a
what they're
decent
doing is they're
restaurant.
making you food.
Yeah.
but for some reason it just
It's not
is
like
in
you're
my
saying
brain.
whip me up. It's just
Yeah.
olive oil and vinegar.
No, and they'll have that. So that's simple.
Yeah.
I'll do
Yeah.
that. I'll
You're
try
not-
that next time.
You're not the Olive Garden.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I have a vendetta against Olive Garden.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Well, okay,
I love
and it
Olive
has to
Garden.
do with salad. I went there one time for like a friend's family's gathering, and they were just like, "Come along," and I was like, "Okay, fine." I went to Olive Garden. These fucking bastards. We were eating dinner all together, and it was a lovely time. And then we were all ordering, and there was no food on the table. It was breadsticks, and I was like, "It was fine, whatever."
Yeah.
I was watching what I was eating at the time, and I was like, I'm just going to have a salad. Yes, it's going to be lovely. And again, I say, these fucking bastards bring me my salad, and they bring everyone else their food, and it's a nice house salad, and I'm like, okay, great, and it has no dressing on it. And then they bring out like 6 bowls of the same house salad for free, complimentary, and put them along the table.
What?
Right after they've given me my own personal house
you
salad.
paid for
I
that one.
paid for a house salad, and then they brought out like 7
Complimentary
bowls
house
of
salad.
the same shit for free, and nobody said shit about it, and I had to pay like $18 for a like if that mediocre house salad.
Yeah.
And I'm still pissed about it.
We should kind of be like, hey, I thought this was all included. There's 7 bowls of house salad here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I said that to Ian beside me, my friend.
Yeah.
My other friend
Too
Ian.
many Ians.
Yeah, so many Ians. There's too many Keenans apparently, which I never thought would happen. But here we are.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
It was
I think
horrible.
there was a time I went there once too, and I got the bottomless kind of breadstick soup and salad.
yeah.
Soup salad and breadsticks.
Yeah, and God, I don't know what it was, but someone paid for something, and I ended up getting like the bottomless thing and just got free shit. And they paid for like a soup, and I'm like, I get free soup. And like the workers don't tell you.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
why
don't-
would you do that? You get free soup. They don't. They're just
They
like
don't
they lead you astray.
Yes, they just let you fucking spend money.
Yeah.
Like, what did they make commission on that shit? Like, no, they make tips.
Weird.
So yeah, I never went back to Olive Garden again.
I
Well-
only go for the bottomless, whatever 3 things, because
Yeah,
it's a good deal.
Yeah,
I love the salad there. I
and-
think it's great.
Endless pasta there.
Well, it's
Oh
not
my
great. It's
God.
good. It's really good.
yeah.
Yeah, I do love their breadsticks. I mean, the only thing is it's like what, salt and butter on it, and that's it. But just
fucking so good.
I
I
mean,
don't get it.
you guys make. Maybe I'm just hungry, but you guys make me like. Maybe I'll give Olive Garden another try.
Here, let's go to Olive Garden. If you only want a salad, I can order pasta, and you can just have my salad.
I'll just have your
Tell 'em,
salad.
last time I came here, I paid like $20 for a salad, and then everyone got the same fucking salad I paid $20 on. So how can I get that and like for free?
Just be that person coming in the restaurant who everyone hates. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just like,
They're like, oh, when did this happen?
fucking salad.
12 years ago.
Hey, so 4 years ago I came. Can I get a free entree?
I'm still pissed about it though. So yeah, I would do that.
just pull up this part of the episode of the podcast.
Yeah, it's like
Play it for him.
I'm exposing you guys on mass media.
What do you
so
got for me?
What do you? Yeah, just like
This podcast has 1.2 million followers. What do you got for me?
I'm gonna blackmail everybody. Watch this podcast so I can blackmail Olive Garden into giving me free shit.
Remember when I got us into the club downtown because they told them we had 600,000 followers on Snapchat?
What? What?
The Royal wouldn't let him in because he had shorts that were sweats on. So we went to what was once Studio B, and I went up and I was like, hey.
They wouldn't let him in because he had sweat shorts.
So I went in, I went to the bar next to him, and I was like, hey guys, hey. So those motherfuckers right there didn't let him in because he had sweat shorts on. Listen, I got a great opportunity for you. I have 600,000 followers on Snapchat, and if I record you and you say that's crazy they didn't let you in, of course we would. I will publicly put that out there and say you guys are better than them, and get you a ton of people in here. Yeah. And they're like, fuck yeah. They recorded a video, and then we went in.
Dude, okay, I'm still hung up. I mean, that's impressive that you did that. First of all,
yeah.
Second of all, I'm still hung up on the fact that the Royal of all clubs would have the audacity to turn someone away off of outfit.
He had shorts on that are too soft.
That is,
yeah. They were like some kind of like cotton. They're like they're athletic shorts, and I'm like, bro, they're Teddy
That
Fresh.
girl's a 3-inch miniskirt. Okay.
yeah, right, exactly. It's like she's not wearing anything.
He's going down to my knees.
It's like whatever.
What do you got against my knees?
My knees.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a weird policy that some clubs have.
Right.
Yeah, especially for here. Like, come on.
So just go to Olive Garden and just say, listen, I'm a Yelp reviewer.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, listen, you don't know who I am. I'm important though. So, what? Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Make me my own olive oil and vinegar.
Olive oil vinegar mix with pepper and lime, perfect ratio.
Yep, perfect ratio.
Because I don't like slime. Okay, if there's any slime eminence
at all, like if you can see the drip,
if I notice any sugar in that white vinegar,
What's that viscosity?
yeah,
pulls out a little like a pH strip.
what's the viscosity on this?
Pull like a little science experiment where it goes on a track and it's going too slowly.
It's like you pull out one of the like pH testers.
See how this ball isn't rising in this cup?
You're like, I think the acidity is too high on this. And they're like, it's vinegar.
Well, if you would have used the right amount of olive oil.
The ratio is just off, man. Like, I can't eat this.
Pull out a suitcase.
Too many
put it in
figs. Get away from me.
Write on your notepad. Okay. Just get up and leave.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the notepad.
This
Looks
might
like
be
a legal pad.
I wear like a scarf. And,
A bib, yeah.
Oh wait! I should go into an Olive Garden. What's the critic's name on Ratatouille?
Oh,
What's his name?
where's Tara when you need her?
I know.
Terry.
What?
I don't know.
It's not Gusto. That's the chef. Oh
Keep talking.
no! The critic's name on Ratatouille is something
Antonigo.
French. Thank you. That's not even that French, but
Antonigo.
Antonigo. But I should go in there and be like, I am Antonigo, and they're just like, what? And I'm like, I'm from France, in an American accent. Listen,
stupid American.
This is the worst shit I have ever tasted.
You call it salad?
I spit on your salad and I fart in your general direction.
This is literally rabbit food.
Yeah, I'd probably get free shit then. Or yeah, if you just get angry enough and knock it over and walk out, then they'll be like, "What was that?" You don't have to pay for anything.
That wasn't even his table.
God.
At that point, they'll probably just let you go just to get you out of
Just
there.
throw some nickels on the floor.
Point is, the strategy is to burn every Olive Garden that you can, so that you can you just
to the
get
ground.
free shit.
With real fire.
It'll work.
I was talking about the bridge,
Yeah,
socially.
I was talking about real.
Okay.
The Terabithia?
Was that arson?
That'd be arson.
Arson. Yeah, it's just. I was like arsonicism.
I'm an arsonist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be illegal. Don't do that.
Yeah, we can't recommend that you do that.
I can recommend it, but I have to say don't.
Right.
I think it's a great idea.
It has
which doesn't
been
mean
recommended.
you should do it. And
Kids.
you should not.
Arson. Don't do arson.
Our parasocial relationship allows me to say you can do it, but you shouldn't.
You should, well, I'm more like a you should do it, but you can't kind of thing, you know.
No.
Well, you can do it, but you shouldn't. Wait, was that what you said?
Wait, hold on. So, what is our end point here? That they should burn it, and we recommend that they do it, but they shouldn't because we're
The end point is dressing's overrated.
dressing is overrated. Except for I love dressing. I had blue cheese Caesar today on my salad.
And it was.
Oh,
He's like,
so
I can't agree.
Yeah. It was,
I don't know.
Was it slimy?
it was
Oh yeah, blue cheese.
blue cheese is slimy, but I
like
put
that
it.
Sucks
Blue cheese is not
slime on my
slimy
fucking-
alone, but like
Well, yeah, but when
Sure
you
it is.
mix it into stuff, it slimifies it with its solidity.
Don't say that.
But yeah, I only put it a little bit, so it's like just like a slight coating of it.
yeah,
Eat whatever you need to eat the salad.
dude, just put the blue cheese in there and then put vinegar and olive oil on it. Like, it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
dressed.
You know
So-
what? That's actually the move.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna start doing that.
Like it's just
I just
easier.
put mayonnaise and mustard in my salad and shake it up.
God.
Shake it, no lid. Eat it off the floor.
Like the aesthetics of that. You're just looking at that. You're just like, oh,
Coagulates and shit.
what is this?
I'm gonna make a salad dressing brand and call it coagulate. Coagulate?
Might as well just call it Upchuck.
Ew.
At that point, like
Upchuck.
that's what it looks like. This is my new ranch called Upchuck.
The slime. All right. What do you got, Josh?
So this might not be. You know what? I want to do my more controversial one. Fuck you, Keenan.
What? Me?
Yeah,
which
what
which
did-
Keenan are you
what-
saying?
yeah. I both of us.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Let's find out.
He just referred to us in the singular.
Jeez.
As the one entity known as Keenan. Baseball is one of the most boring live sports.
Oh no, I agree with this. He was saying fuck you to you for sure. That's
Okay. I see. Okay, this is coming from someone who played baseball their whole life. I see why you're saying that. I think if you go to two teams that suck, which we did Saturday, which are
Yes.
the Mariners and Athletics, both suck.
didn't even know he played.
No offense. If you go to two teams that have a great pitching rotation and no offense, that means no action happens. Then yeah, it's really fucking boring.
Yeah, the Yankees game where it was like 20-9 that we just saw on the board.
Yeah, they had
randomly.
9 home runs.
Wait, what?
The Yankees hit 9 home runs in one game, setting a franchise record. The first 3 pitches of the game were 3 home runs.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Also an MLB record never done before.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge hit 3 home runs, almost at 4, almost at 5 actually.
Jesus.
Yeah, there was 6 other home runs for other players, which is insane. And
Yeah.
they changed their bats a little bit, which might be controversial. Anyway,
But like when that happens like once every like 100 years,
Yeah.
like
no, but I mean, like, so if you go, when I went to the Yankees game against the Mariners last year, it was fucking so fun to watch because Aaron Judge had 2 home runs, almost 3. It was just like a lot of offense. If you go to teams that are good, it's just fucking fun. If you went to an NBA game and they kept hitting like the rim, you'd be like, this is so boring.
yeah.
But like, if you look at highlights from those games, and I do got to say the Mariners just kind of suck. So it's not very fun to go to their games. There are some that are, outliers, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of games I've been to that are just like everyone's just on their feet the whole time, just yelling and fucking like because it's so fun. Because you're just like home run after home run, fucking.
The
Yeah.
crowd energy definitely does drive the level of excitement.
And if the game's boring, it's just boring. But I don't. So what I'm saying is, yes, you can get extremely boring games, but generally speaking, not all games are boring. Some are like insane. Like if you go to you go to Phillies, I don't know, game 6 of the World Series last year, or I don't know. There's just so many there's so many good games that it's hard for me to agree with that because the good ones for me make up for it because there's so many crazy moments in baseball.
That's also the crazy thing to me is like every single team, every single year plays like 160 games.
Yeah.
62, yeah.
That's nuts.
And you're going to tell me that there's sometimes games that you go to that just suck?
Yeah, like the one we went to sucked.
Play less games.
yeah, right.
Yeah, it is a lot of games. That's for fucking sure. But also, it's like if you don't understand, like, okay, what's happening with the pitcher. Well, also we drink a lot, and it's like hard to even pay attention. But in baseball, it's like, okay, who's at bat, and like how you watch like the pitcher and the batter like dynamic. Like, okay, he just threw like a fucking up and in like fastball, and now he's backing the batter off the plate, and it's like a 1-2 count. What's he gonna do? Because now the batter needs to stay on the plate to battle. And is he gonna throw a curveball down and away? Is he gonna throw a slider? Is he gonna throw another fastball like down and in? Like if you like really get it, it's like super interesting. But
Oh yeah, the whole mind game aspect to it,
Yeah.
I think, is really interesting. I mean, that's why people like watching chess. They're like, "Oh my god, that
Exactly.
move that he did is just amazing."
But if I was watching chess, I'd be like, oh, God.
yeah, I'm like,
God, please.
oh wow, he took another pawn.
Yeah. Speed chess is fun to watch, but I'm just like, just because they're both sweating.
Well, yeah,
sweat.
dude. Yeah, speech is crazy. But I mean, like, it comes down, I guess, then to just interest or interest in
Well,
the,
yeah.
interest in the sport. Because
Like, I find basketball horribly boring.
no, I do too. But that's the
Back,
thing
forth, back, forth.
with Josh. What was your hot take, like, exactly phrased again? Was it like baseball is the most boring out of all sports?
Baseball is one of the most boring live
One
sports.
of-
So
okay.
there's definitely, like, I would also say like NASCAR would be a very boring sport to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
I think football overall is more fun to watch,
right.
but I think baseball has more crazy moments that aren't as frequent.
I would argue that because they are less frequent, they are therefore more crazy. And football, like in every game, you can every play you can you're either getting sacked or you're like trying to throw a Hail Mary, and then there are obviously like the in between plays, but every time someone's getting tackled, people are hitting each other. There's action going on. With baseball, that's not, it's like once he hits it, then there's action. And I'm like, oh, you hear the crack and you're like, oh, something's happening.
Well, baseball is the hardest thing to do. Like hitting a baseball isn't something that.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not hard.
And that's why it's probably
I'm
more
saying
boring to
it's
some people
boring,
because it's like so. It's so hard to do.
And there are nuances in baseball that I will never understand.
Yeah.
Plus, I think the statistics part of it is very isolating because it is so confusing. Like looking at
See, I get
percentages and shit. I'm like, I don't want to, like, if someone has 30 catches versus like hitting the ball 0.278%, I'm like, I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers in baseball. You don't have to listen to all that, but I mean, they are really important. Baseball is a complicated sport. I think it's the most complicated sport.
So you, having played it all your life,
That's why I
understand it
started with
and are
that,
more
'cause,
interested in it than literally
But I
everyone
will
else.
say, like, that game we went to Saturday was super boring. But I
Super.
knew it was gonna be boring because it was the A's and the Mariners.
Yeah, like the game 3, like of the first game 3 of the third game of 160. Like it's
But that being said, I've been to some games that are like absolutely insane. Everyone's on their feet the entire time, and a lot of shit. Like, there's been games like the Red Sox. There's like a World Series game, which is like super famous. They were down like 8 runs in the bottom of the 9th. Their last 3 at bats they had, and they got all of them and won.
damn.
And everyone's like just the whole time. Like and that.
I mean, that's exciting, but you also take the whole entire game and just condense it down to 1 inning.
Yeah, a bunch of people left and missed that inning.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, you missed the best thing you could have ever. Yeah, like so.
Well, I mean, that's also my thing. Like when it comes to sports stuff, like I'm gonna stay until I paid to
Right.
I
watch the
always
game
stay
here.
to
I'm
the
gonna
end.
stay to the end. Like, I mean, sure. Like we left when we were like, okay, this is like the last pitch, and then we just got up and started walking. Like,
That game was boring. It was
Yeah.
I went to a game when I was a kid against the Yankees or no, the Red Sox, Mariners, and the Red Sox scored 16-1 against us.
Jesus.
So we got fucking slaughtered, but it was one of the most fun games I've ever been to because everyone was all the Red Sox players were just home runs, doubles, triples. It was just like so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I will say that baseball.
Also, the seats are important. We always sit in the outfield. If
No.
you're right behind home plate or one of the bases, it is so much more
No,
fun.
that's exactly what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that baseball, out of a lot of sports, has the best seating because you can be like in the outfield, like
Yeah. It's huge.
yeah, and you can be on a blanket or something versus like shuffling into a cramped stadium where it's like just kind of
Yeah.
claustrophobic.
Well,
and-
Safeco or T-Mobile doesn't have grass seating, but Petco Park, a lot of stadiums do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is cool.
and I've only ever been to small town, like the Bellingham Bells.
Those are fun.
Go Bells.
Those games are great because you can just like walk around and there's plenty of room, which I enjoy that. And then when you hear the crack, then you look at the game and you're like, oh, he's running, and then he stops and then you go back to drinking.
But I mean, a lot of the fun of baseball games is home runs. So from what I've seen, people that had never played baseball or like don't have that much interest in it, Home runs are what are exciting.
Yeah.
Not a good pitcher, a good like home runs. So if you go to a team that has good offense, which the Mariners don't, then that's a fun game.
Yeah.
It just is. Like if you see home runs all over the place, it's fucking so fun. And if you're sitting closer to it and you can see everything,
Oh yeah.
it's more fun.
I think my very first ever Mariners game as a kid was also against the Yankees. And yeah, we were not too far from the field. You call it the field? The field. And just like near the line between home and third base. And then it was just so exciting because even like every foul ball, you're like, oh my God, I could come this way. And then like,
so let's go to one and let's just pay for some nice seats.
Yeah, let's pay for nicer seats and
a good team series.
Get me a good
Yanks
team.
or Reds or Yankees or like fucking
What's
Dodgers, Mets, anybody.
What's the one with the number one hitters? The Dodger, the
Ohtani?
Japanese. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they won the World Series. Them and the Yankees, if they both come to town, they're going to be expensive, but it's going to be sick because both those teams are insane.
We'll make it work.
Both those teams are insane. So.
And that's also a thing is I need to go with someone who is super excited
Right.
about it and
Exactly.
and will just talk to me like even if I don't understand what's going on. They're like, oh my God, and you know he's going for the K record, and it's like, oh God, he's gonna K hole. It's
go.
like no, that's not it.
See, lately,
Like, No, Josh, if you and I went, like, we'd just like look at each other and we'd be like, hey, you want to get out of here? Because that would be more exciting than watching the game. But if you went with Keenan, B, then
the one not speaking.
the one not me,
The B, the not the B.
right? Then it would be interesting because you know shit about baseball. Same with like Ian and stuff.
So let's go to like an
My roommate
important
Ian.
game. Like if we go to like, so if the Mariners make the playoffs or they're in the wild card position, if we go to one of those games, knowing it could mean we get to the playoffs or not, or we advanced like game 3 or something, that's the fun. So you go to like strategic games.
Yeah.
Like every football game is an important game because they only have 16. If you go to a Mariners game that is in its like towards the end of the season, very important, or against division rivals that are like close to us that we need to like, that's when it's fun. It's situational. And if we don't drink so much, so we can actually pay attention, because we usually just drink and sit in the outfield, so we don't really see anything. Times 2.
Oh no, we see everything. Just double.
I literally need to wear glasses, and I'm out there in center field, like I can't fucking see. I can't see the game, which sucks because I'm like
Clocked in the head
trying
by,
to
like,
watch
a
the
foul
game.
ball.
Yeah.
You're like, where'd it go?
Home run! Oh, I went straight up, I think. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I 100% get what you're saying.
Like for any
just love
sport,
baseball.
for anyone that's a general audience person, baseball is going to be one of the sports that they probably just shouldn't go see.
How would you rank the 3 big ones?
I mean, it's going to be, as American as it is, like football or rugby, I think are really exciting ones to see. You could also make the same argument with hockey.
I want to go to a Kraken game so bad.
Yes, get cracking.
Yeah, I can't see the puck.
I
Like,
know.
like that's
I'm watching it televised.
That's
I'm
my
like,
problem
yeah.
with it. Is like
Goal!
if
Like,
I'm
I
watching it on
understand.
television, I'm like my head is just moving
I literally
so
can't
fast.
see
I'm like,
what's going on.
where'd it go? I can't. And then they're just hitting each other. And I'm like, oh, that was cool, but like, what is there a game happening? I don't know.
I agree. It'd be cool to see in person, but
Yeah.
on TV, I'm like, I can't. follow
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like in person, I feel like hockey games are way better. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's another one. Oh God, I'd also put soccer pretty down low.
Soccer's so
Euro
boring.
football.
Euro football.
I
That's-
disagree. I feel like if I knew anything about soccer, it could be interesting to watch. Because it's like baseball. There's a lot of nuances and like positional things that I just don't know about because I never really played soccer.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I played. I just
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I played for like 7 years growing up. Like,
oh shit.
and yeah, probably even longer than that. Let's just say 10 years.
It's still boring for you?
It's still just kind of boring.
it's
like,
fun as fuck to play.
oh, I love playing soccer.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
know
it's
what?
just what?
Up there, volleyball.
To watch?
I love watching volleyball.
My school, my university had a very good volleyball team. I went to a lot of games.
Yeah, my university did
it's
too.
fun, but it's
And-
not like
but especially like beach volleyball. Oh my
Dude,
God. The fact
okay.
that only 2 people are keeping that ball alive.
that's
Yeah,
pretty
true. No, that's true. Beach volleyball. I watched that in the Olympics a few years, and it was is awesome.
Yeah.
Plus, it's so much fun to play. Normal volleyball in a gym is like
no,
stupid,
fuck
but
that.
Yeah.
Beach volleyball.
beach
just dive
volleyball
in.
is
Bro,
awesome.
I fuck up beach
super down.
volleyball.
Yes.
See some of that.
which is the only thing that I kind of miss. That I mean, we might have courts somewhere in town.
We do.
with
We have
like
a couple.
sand and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we got a few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just need to get enough people. That's the hard part.
yeah, true. Yeah,
So what about between basketball and baseball?
Basketball and baseball. Oh God,
basketball is better to watch.
I might have to go with basketball. Like with all the basketball games I've gone to, I can't say I've gone to one where I was like, I didn't actually need to experience that.
Yeah.
Whereas baseball, I've probably gone to at least 2 games where I was like, that was kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. I like basketball. I think it's fun to watch, but I just get kind of. I think in my mind, repetition just makes it like for baseball, it's like anticipation.
Yeah.
Like it's slow, but the anticipation makes me watch. Basketball is fast, but the
Lack of anticipation.
repetition, no anticipation. Oh,
Yeah.
they're coming down from that side to this side. Oh, they missed it. Oh, they're coming down from this side to that side.
Yeah. The worst part.
You're never
is-
like, what's going to happen?
Like,
Game changing. No,
Yeah.
it's like it's the same thing
like
over and
bucket.
over and over.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it just comes down to the last like 5 or 6 minutes of basketball, and then it's like, oh, that's really exciting. They should just make the game 5 or 6 minutes long.
Right. No, that's true.
I'll watch highlights. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not really into. I don't find much joy watching it.
It's just like eventually, like them jumping up super high in the air and dunking the ball, which is dope, becomes like regular, and you're like, okay, yeah, sure.
And I like soccer, like American football, European football, soccer
Right.
is cool, but it's so big. Like
Oh,
it's just so far from one side to the other.
It's
I like watching
true.
like arena soccer,
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
indoor.
indoor soccer. That's fun.
Oh my god, especially with the shit that
Off
they
the
can do with
walls
the walls
and shit. Exactly. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
and
Yeah.
the fact that you can't like cross it from one side of the field to the other, you actually have to control it until you get to a point. Like, oh my god, it makes it so much more like physical.
And that being said, too, like the one thing I do like about baseball and football, more so, and rugby is that people aren't such bitches, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
well, okay. A friend of mine who's been playing soccer for a while, he's like, it's
part of the game.
yeah, exactly. It's physical.
because it's become part of the game.
right.
But like, my ankle's broken. Oh, we got a red card. Okay, I'm fine.
yeah, right. No,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Just like,
That-
shut the what? How? What?
that part's
Like
so
as soon as
whack.
I see that, I'm like, I'm done.
It is
I'm done. I'm done.
undeniably babyish.
It's
You're like,
completely
come
theatrics.
on.
That's
Yeah.
why I like watching women's soccer better, because they don't fuck around.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
fuck
got something
each
to
other
prove.
up.
They're like out there fucking around, and guys are like, maybe.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think my hip is bursted. Oh, we got a red card. Okay, I'm back in. No, I'm good.
No, you can keep me in. No, take the gurney off. I'm okay.
Or
Meanwhile, these women are just fucking like checking each other. Just boom.
And in men's soccer, like Messi has like his own bodyguard that like runs out there every time somebody. It's like Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah,
They're all so important and they're all so fucking baby and it's like, God.
it's just like F1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's
They're all
Europeans.
babies. In general, yeah.
European sports, man. They really are just like. Like when Germany didn't win the Olympics one year, they're like, "What? No, they cheated!" Like Jesus fucking Christ. So I don't know.
Bunch of babies.
Yeah.
Babies.
So that's what I had on baseball.
Okay. I see your point.
Keenan, what's your next one?
Oh yeah. This kind of ties into my last one. Deep shite.
Like a lovely ribbon, or a bow. Well, I guess it would be a ribbon. The bow is just like the knot that you do. Like
Ready?
why do people call it that? They're like, I'm gonna wrap it in a nice bow, and you're like, no, you're wrapping it in a ribbon. You fucking idiot. You're just tying it in a bow.
Put a bow on it.
Excuse me. Introverts.
Charming.
Yes. Introverts make better leaders than extroverts.
Yeah, I mean,
Listening, empathy, thoughtfulness. I think those are much more important traits than charisma and being loud.
yeah,
For
I mean,
leadership.
with leadership, it's funny because being loud is what people respond to, because there's nothing, at that point they can't respond to anything else because they're just drowning out the sound. And that is a type of leadership just based off of
Being the loudest in the room gets you the most attention, and if you have the most attention, you probably get the most votes.
bang.
Politics.
That's the equation.
yeah.
But is it the best?
No.
Definitely not.
No.
Like who do you know that in your life that is just so loud but a fucking idiot? That is who.
Do you have enough time?
Well, that's why the high school jock's always the president, and
Yeah,
you know, the
that-
rich people who fucking say it how, you know what I'm saying?
That's-
say it how it is.
that's how you
quote
got-
unquote.
That's who you got making
Yep.
the decisions for your
Well, because
economy.
and loud people who know how to talk. I mean, I'm not saying that some of those people like charisma is good, like knowing how to communicate with people, but like.
That's just the middleman's skill, though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
At some point, is it like who they are or just the skill they perfected? And it's like just because you're outgoing, like it's like high school popularity contests. That's what politics are.
Yep.
It's who's more popular, who can fucking demean the other person more, who's gonna be, you know, support me. They say how it is. They're loud. They get shit done. Like that. That's what everything is. And it's like,
Are they going to make the best decision for the student body? No, definitely not.
yeah.
Of
We
course.
don't need vending machines.
Yeah, exactly. No, they don't. Like they don't think about the semantics and shit. Like they think about, you know, just being popular.
So, I mean, there is that kind of leadership where it's like the popularity contest and things, but what about the other kinds of leadership? You know, the captain of the boat, the captain of like the NFL football team.
Well, okay, those guys aren't elected though. They're
I mean, captain of football team.
Are they
is-
not?
I thought you meant the
And I feel like
quarterback.
captain of the
Yeah.
boat, they need to be like, yeah, you can captain the boat.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think it's much a popularity contest as so much like the people knowing who that person is at heart and knowing what they're capable of and who they are. Like, but captain of a boat, they probably like would know. I mean, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Like in terms of pirates, like
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just talking
maybe
about
he,
the
like,
other parts
bought
of
a crew, but like
the other parts of leadership, because I mean, you like a leader of a company, like especially if it's not like a new company, like that's someone that has proven themselves to be worthy enough to lead that company in some way, shape, or form.
I guess. Do you know how many fucking horrible, corrupt CEOs are out there just making money and blabbering?
Quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
But then what about all the other companies?
Dan
that-
Price, CEO of Gravity Payments, is a soft-spoken individual. He's not hugely popular, but he was on The Daily Show because he gave everyone of his employees the same base salary, including himself. He's a
Oh,
quiet...
is that the guy that his employees like bought a car for?
Uh-huh. My dad works for that company.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I heard
He's just
about that guy.
quiet, fucking smart guy who isn't just blabbing and shit. Like he's, you know, and he started this company. He wasn't like elected CEO.
But that's
So-
a crazy story. Like,
Yeah, but it's
like,
more people should be
CEO
like that.
right? No
Exactly.
CEO does that. Which, like, what does that say about all the CEOs? Like, are
Yeah.
they all just
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah? And are they the opposite personality of the CEO you're talking about, Dan Price?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I mean, there are some CEOs like Bill Gates was a quiet individual who was very successful, and he's probably a child rapist. But he's, you know, besides that,
right. But besides the child raping, he is
in terms of
trying to help the
personality,
planet.
yes, yes,
Yeah, and he's you know and he's you know inventing an efficient poop machine.
yeah,
Yeah.
distilling water into poop the water. Yeah,
What was the
Obama, dude.
right?
Obama.
One of the best presidents in
Obama.
recent history. He's a quiet, thoughtful individual who considers everything and doesn't just say whatever wants him to say. He thought a lot while he was speaking. You could see it. Like
Right.
he's not just I'm just talking and trust me, I'm the best talker. Like,
Yeah.
He takes time to speak. He's
fellow Americans.
definitely an introvert, and
and
he's
more than speaking, he
smart.
listens,
Exactly,
which is not
he has
what
empathy.
people who are loud do.
No, exactly.
They don't listen.
Think about how
because
much
they
Trump
talk
cuts off
over you.
anyone.
Yes, exactly. And it's just like they talk over you because they just all they can hear is themselves
Exactly.
in their head.
So, yeah, exactly.
I would-
And it's like
agree.
thoughtfulness versus impulsiveness, right?
Yeah, and empathy, like you said,
Mhm.
where it's like you listen to people for their benefit, not your own.
Yeah.
You know, and then I mean I would think so. You know, all my friends that I would rather, you know, some of my friends that are introverts be the leader of my ship than someone who was loud and
If a
obtrusive.
leader of a pirate ship, say, was very quiet and not well spoken, but everyone trusted that he had the best guidance,
right.
maybe he could have someone official elected next to him that would, you know, help shout his commands.
Yeah,
and
what's-
rally the people. But they really knew who the leader was, you know.
Yeah, what's the Key and Peele skit with Obama, his anger translator or whatever?
Yeah.
Literally, exactly. Literally that. Obama is a quiet spoken individual who you know has a lot more to say, but doesn't because he's thoughtful.
Yeah.
And it's like people, a lot of people who are introverts, you know, they gain respect through being quiet. People learn who they are. People who are extroverts demand respect. So you see Trump demanding it and literally, my crowd was the biggest crowd I've ever seen. Like,
Right. Yeah. Just bragging.
yes, like, give me respect, please. Like,
You're right.
You know,
Like fucking, yeah, on his knees, just like, I will suck your cock if you respect me.
Oh, and he's just like,
yeah.
Dude, it is, yeah, it's just embarrassing, I guess. Like when you're doing that, it's, I don't know, it's desperate. And if we're on a pirate ship in the middle of the ocean, I want somebody who takes time and thinks before they make decisions or speak, to be like plotting my cartography course so that I can live and get home to land, rather than Johnny Football just like, go north because that's the way we're going, you know, like for no reason.
Yeah.
it's like, Johnny Football, do you even have a sextant?
So, a Harvard Business Review, they did research at Harvard Business Review that found that introverted leaders often outperform extroverts in situations where employees are proactive. Introverted leaders listen and empower their teams, while extroverts may unintentionally dominate discussions.
And so that was the thing right there. The key word in there is proactive.
True.
So you need to have a proactive workforce for an introverted leader to really take the reins in and get people going.
It is an ideal world situation. For
Yeah,
sure.
but I'm like thinking of industries where people may not be described as proactive.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a decent amount of, like, I don't know, like a call center, some service industry, things that even like construction could be seen as like not necessarily proactive at times. I mean, how many people do you need to stand above the hole for the one guy to be digging? So in those things, but people aren't proactive, that's where I can see an extroverted person being able to almost like induce the
I think when
proactive.
it comes to what you're explaining kind of is like systematic rule following, when it comes to people in like placing that onto their workforce, these are the rules, we need to follow them, this is how we do it, we're efficient, we're workers, then yeah. But if it's like something that's kind of what that feels like. If it's something that's more like, what are the answers and how are we going to reach them with a proactive workforce, then I think a quiet introvert is someone who can lead that situation better. Like important roles.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're able to code switch between introvert and extrovert, I think you're gonna be a good leader.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just interesting though, because like we have all sorts of like puppeteer levels of bureaucracy where it's like, you know, we're talking about like Peter Thiel and like Elon Musk behind Trump. Like, aren't they really running the show? You know, it's like, is what people are saying. No idea if that's true or not. But I wouldn't doubt it, where it's like there's a face and then there's a puppet master, and it's
Is
like
Thiel the PayPal guy?
Yeah. He's
Well, both of them. Oh god, we're gonna get into it. Just a second. Both of them, Thiel and Musk, founded PayPal, and they both got
Mom never
JD.
said to bring up politics on the first day.
They just
This happens every time.
they just got JD Vance.
Yeah.
They got JD Vance. They've known
Spent an
JD Vance
hour
for a
in
long
Greenland.
time.
Fucker.
They got him to certain political roles, and JD Vance has an outspoken record of hating Donald Trump.
Yeah.
They got JD Vance. They bought him the vice president spot, and the goal is to use Trump with his voice essentially, and then make JD Vance president at some point. So,
Yep.
anyway.
Puppet master shit, dude.
So it really is. I mean, it is.
It's like the introverts, they are running the show.
They really are. Elon Musk is an introvert for
yeah,
sure. Dude.
exactly. And it's like, do they make good leaders? I don't know.
They're definitely leading more than he is. They have more leadership ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, since we did get a little bit political.
Let me take a video of you saying that you're going to kill the president.
What? What did you say? That's a
I didn't say
crazy
anything.
soundbite. How did? Where's that
I
from?
didn't do fucking shit.
All right, I know where that one's from.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Are you though?
Apparently.
Apparently, you are joking. I saw a video of that kid in like later years. Toasted at the same time.
But yeah,
I mean, this is a funny way to put it. If you go to a party and there's a bunch of people drinking and loud as fuck, and then you go to one room and everybody's just smoking and chilling, who do you think? I mean, they're high, obviously, but
Right,
high
yeah.
people are
Who do you think we want to
thinking and
run the
chilling.
government? The high people?
Drinking people are loud and obnoxious. Who do you think's thinking more?
Yeah,
It's the people who are quiet
yeah, yeah.
and chilling.
Who do you think is having a conversation
Yeah.
with any substance
Yeah.
whatsoever?
Who do you
The
think's
people-
jumping on the counters, shirtless, saying, "Look at me,"
Yeah,
trying to pick up chicks,
yeah.
grab them by the pussy?
wait.
Your constant harassment of the female gender makes me sick.
And who do you think's talking about space and time?
Yeah, exactly. And, thinking about humanity and shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Plus, everyone that's in actual politics and in charge is just doing a bunch of blow.
yeah. Yeah.
They're literally just party kids, dude. Take my job. I'm gonna take Greenland
They
have the best cocaine.
Yeah, right. They're just like, it's everywhere, man. I'm like, I think that's snow. And he's like, no.
It's falling from the sky.
Yeah. Cocaine from the sky. Greenland's magic.
They have the best rare earth minerals.
Ah, love that shit.
We're not using concrete anymore. We're using Greenland rock. It's the good shit.
Yeah, I think introverts definitely have their place in leadership.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just need someone to yell, and for that, I thank them. Is it politics? No.
Answer the damn phone when it rings. Yeah, sorry.
Refill that goddamn water.
Fuck.
Dig that hole.
Fuck,
Yeah, they're good at being loud, which is what those jobs demand.
Yes.
Just be loud and follow the rules.
that's it.
Yep, that's about it.
And then
I don't
they're like,
think. Yeah,
I
don't
like
think
that
most-
guy. He's,
Yeah.
he's loud. He's said more shit than the other guy.
He has a higher word per minute.
His eyes are wider and he speaks faster.
Is that a toupee? I forgot about that. All right. Can I do my last one?
Yes.
Get it.
Okay, this is my second and final hot take. The final. It goes like this. All Marvel movies after Iron Man 2, nope, Guardians of the Galaxy
Okay, open one up. there.
1 suck.
Yeah.
All of them are bad.
Okay, well, the originals are obviously like the first Iron Man, the first Avengers are like way better than the newer movies.
Yes.
Like if you showed me the first Iron Man and then showed me what's one that just came out? Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
Like, is this even the s-
Madame Web?
Jesus Christ. Captain Marvel. Like,
That was an actual Marvel movie that was made.
I thought that was DC for a bit.
I know. Is it DC? Is Spider-Man DC? I don't know.
I mean,
some rights are owned. It's so stupid.
What the fuck? Wait,
'Cause some-
no, because Spider-Man was in the Avengers.
No, Spider-Man is Marvel, but there's like some right. Yeah.
yeah, it's Marvel.
God damn it.
But there is like a DC Spidey rights thing,
Oh, but it's part of Sony's
Sony.
Marvel's universe,
which is
What?
not the Marvel comic universe.
Why is Sony mixed up?
because Sony owned the rights to Spider-Man for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they sold it to the other company. I forget who owns it now. They're like, yeah, you can have everyone else except for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, good
They're like-
call there. Spider-Man's
That's
But
the most popular.
Maybe yeah, Captain Marvel. I haven't seen them, but I've seen the trailers. My God.
Dude.
Captain Marvel, Madame Web.
Right. I know. That's the thing is you see the trailers and you know what
Horrible.
it's going to be.
Jesus.
Where it's like, okay, I'm going to list off.
Captain America, the original one. My God, that's such a good movie.
I
dude.
know. I'm going to list off the movies that were made before before Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
okay.
Starting in 2008 with Iron Man 1. Fan-fucking-tastic movie.
Great movie.
And then Incredible Hulk, same year. Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, The First Avenger, The Avengers 1, Iron Man 3, Thor, The Dark World,
That was sick.
Captain America, The Winter Soldier,
That's sick.
great movie, and then Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. That Guardians of the Galaxy was the first super humorous,
Yes.
super comedy
Yes, but
of the Marvels.
after that, that like created an avalanche of humor, because directly after that was Avengers: Age of Ultron, which, in my opinion, was shit compared
Yeah.
to the rest of those movies that I just laid down. Because of like the comedy and just
Well, they probably saw. Oh wow, people like when they laugh.
right, exactly, and then the movies just became all that,
Yeah.
and it was stupid and campy, and I was like, there's no emotional attachment to any of this because they just disperse.
The one
it.
that I did. There's two I liked of the comedy ones. Thor: Love and Thunder, where Taika Waititi directed it. I saw that he was going to direct it, and I was like, okay, that's probably going to be pretty funny.
I never saw that one.
It's funny. It sounds like you had an intimate relationship with Yohima.
That guy, yeah, that guy's funny.
Because he has the voice of
That one I recommend.
yeah.
That's
So,
that's a
but I
definitely-
went in. I know Taika Waititi as a director, and I was like, this is gonna be. So that was cool. I liked that one. The whole thing was just funny. And then the newest Guardians of the Galaxy, the whole thing was comedy.
Yeah.
And I found myself just laughing my ass off.
Yes.
So I
and,
like
and
that.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But superhero movies aren't comedy movies.
No, I know. If I could choose, if I think the Marvel series should have stuck to the more like Iron Man 1, like serious shit,
Yeah,
I would absolutely say so. Yeah.
because a lot of people, like Endgame and what was the other one?
Infinity War.
Infinity
those
War.
two.
Those two last movies, a lot of people are like, no, those are great movies, and I agree. They're the best of the shitty ones, but that's because they had substance. They had emotion. They were kind of serious.
Yeah, people died.
People
and then-
fucking died in
yeah.
that, and they were like, "Oh shit, that's crazy." Like, whereas in Guardians of the Galaxy, if it's all humor, not Guardians of the Galaxy 1, but
Yeah.
if it's just all humor, then it's just like
They're like, it's like a different series. It's like a different universe entirely.
it's
Yeah.
like you make a superhero movie.
That's why I fucking
Dumb and
love the
Dumber.
Batman, the DC Batman. So good.
Yes,
Dark.
Everyone loves it
Fucking like, yeah,
because it's
grotesque.
awesome.
Yeah.
And they got
does
like
anyone
evil
love it?
villains who are like about to kill the fuck out of people, instead of just like, I have a hammer and I came here
Yeah.
through like a portal to
I
conquer
think
your
like,
world.
the Batman style that DC just like that one is so goddamn good. And I think the other ones, like the Justice League ones, were so goddamn bad because they were trying to be serious, but they weren't serious enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I thought the Batman one you're talking about, that's the Robert Pattinson new one.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like 5 years old now.
what's new to me? I haven't seen it yet.
Or 4 years old.
But yeah, like
old.
I heard Justice League wasn't like all that good, and then even with like the Snyder cut, people were like, okay, I mean, it's
that was
better.
bad. It's just corny. You can't be that corny.
Yeah, which I mean, like they were corny.
You can
before.
be that corny. They're doing it.
They're doing it right now.
So many fucking stupid hero movies.
Yeah, and that's also a thing is the hero fatigue.
Oh man, it's totally overdone now, and like you're right, they're just pumping them out movie after movie, and it's just too much after a while.
Yeah, fucking tease me a little.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like with superhero movies anyway, you know how it's gonna end because it's like a superhero movie, and the heroes always win.
Yeah.
So you have to like put some sort of emotion in it. Like comedy movies, sure, but that's just what they are. It's just a comedy movie. A superhero movie is meant to evoke struggle and emotion, and come out victorious. And that's
why
what it's. Gonna
Iron Man
happen.
was good too, is because it was a backstory, and Captain America. They're all backstories, and I think after a while, like, okay, we told all the backstories. Now we're all about action and comedy.
Right.
But like, yeah, and that's kind of where they kind of lost it too. Is they just did too much.
Right.
Like I honestly thought the first Black Panther was good too.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
as good, but it was good.
Yeah.
But again, backstory. You learn about the character, who they are. They go through an arc. It's cool.
yeah.
Right. The arc is cool.
I just watched Black Widow like a couple days ago because I was bored because I never watched it, and it was not funny at all. It was serious, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I never saw that one, so
It was alright. It wasn't great. I thought it was kind of corny, but it was better than almost all the newer ones, to be honest.
That's the thing is like I saw a couple newer ones and then I just gave up because I couldn't handle it. I was like,
Watch Black Widow. It's solid. It's not. There's no comedy at all. There might be like a couple smirks because there's two sisters. You know,
just like bickering.
yeah.
You know what they should do? Between Infinity War and Endgame, do a movie about the bow and arrow guy where he just kind of goes off the grid and kills people in Japan.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Is that Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Wait, no, they made a show about
Yes,
him.
there's a show.
There's a show about it?
Yeah, but nobody
That's
watched.
literally
it.
what he does. Actually, in the show, yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay. All right. Well, yeah.
No, so yeah,
Make it again.
If you aren't caught up on
Make it
Disney's Marvel universe now, there's a lot. There's Loki, the whole show, which is
Stupid. I've never seen it,
but
it's
it
stupid.
tells
I know
you
it's stupid.
It's good. It's good.
I've
Is
heard
it?
it's good. Yeah.
It takes
No
you through
way.
a lot of the story, and you learn a lot. You have to watch it if you want to get into all the movies now. It's very important.
Oh, shit.
Captain America has one with somebody. Oh, the other guy, Bucky.
Yeah.
And there is the one you just said. Hawkeye has a show, which is
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk was fucking. I watched 2 episodes and I was like, "Is this real? That's horrible."
She-Hulk is crazy.
She-Hulk, attorney at law.
Wait, that's a show?
They
Yeah.
made that. Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of thinking here. When Disney bought Marvel was when all this happened.
Yeah.
When did Disney buy Marvel?
Yeah, let's find. Let me look it up.
I don't know.
Because that might be when things.
Don't
Because
worry,
that would
I'll
make
look it
sense.
up.
Disney's a fucking kids thing.
No, it's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
and when did that happen?
Wait, late 2009.
That doesn't make sense.
That's like when Iron Man.
Okay, but they maybe
No,
maybe they,
Marvel Studios was transferred in 2015 to the Walt Disney Studios.
That's
Yeah.
literally
that's-
wait. That's it. No,
Yeah.
because 2015 Guardians of the Galaxy, 2014 Age of
then-
Ultron.
That's it.
Directly
It's
after
because
2015.
Disney acquired all the rights and started production.
Man,
it's Disney.
Fuck Disney, dude. In every
Disney.
possible way, fuck Disney.
So who owned the rights before? Was it Fox or just Marvel?
Good question.
That's it.
It's Disney. Okay, so Disney bought out Marvel, and then they started producing them in 2015.
Yeah,
Yes.
Marvel Studios' parent company, which was Marvel Entertainment.
So they were their own thing, and they got bought out.
God,
That's what happened.
they fucking sold out, man, and
Yeah.
now it sucks.
Disney bought
It's
Marvel.
just like every band ever.
And then that's when all the shows started too. It was like, wait, there's so much shit because they
Yeah.
had Disney Network or
yeah, and
Disney
it's
Plus.
yeah.
disgusting.
So yeah, Disney bought them out, and Star Wars, all the corny ass stuff.
ruined that shit.
I know Ian
too.
loves them, but I'm like, dude, honestly, I don't like.
No,
these.
no. What?
Andor was sick, but the other ones are so goddamn corny. I'm like, dude,
Ian, he
loves Star Wars.
He will just defend it to the end of the earth, and that's dumb because they are the worst movies ever.
I think Andor is sick. Out of all the shows, I
Sure.
don't enjoy the
Rogue One,
Mandalorian
maybe?
is fun to watch, but it's not good.
no, for the first 2 episodes, then the acting just gets like
it's not good. I don't think it's good. I think it's entertaining. Rogue One was sick.
Rogue
Everything
One
else
was great.
fucking
Everything else
honestly
sucks.
not good.
yeah, because they're terrible. 'cause
Disney
they're
bought
not
it and they
good.
made it fun and yeah.
No, and yeah, they just killed it.
If you like Star Wars but you miss that shit, watch Foundation on Apple TV. Foundation.
What's that?
It's what's his name? Alan Asimov wrote these books a long time ago called Foundation. George Lucas stole a lot of ideas. The Galactic Empire, the Federation, the Republic, the Rebel Forces.
What?
Stole all this shit.
No way.
The ships, they all look the same. Yes.
What?
All he did was add in all these different animals and stuff. But in Foundation, it's all humans. But yeah, Alan Asimov, this old Russian writer, wrote all these books, and Apple turned it into a series on Apple TV, and it's really, really good.
Cool. I'm gonna watch that.
Foundation. It's super good.
That sounds fun.
It's slow, but I mean, it's real kind of things. It's not like
Do you guys remember when you saw the first new Star Wars, or when you watched for the first time one of the first new Star Warses?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No.
Because I do.
You mean episode 7?
Yeah, The Force Awakens or whichever the
I
first
think I
one.
watched the one. Yeah, I think that's the one I watched too.
So I went to the theater with one of my best friends, Silas, and a couple
Cool
of
name.
other friends.
I almost named my dog Silas.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he named him after a grandmaster at chess.
No, I almost named him Silas because it was like forest creature, like a forest,
A nymph.
not nymph.
Yeah, you should see my friend Silas. If there is like human that represents Tolkien's version of an elf.
That's the perfect name. That's what it means.
No, I know.
That's
He
dope.
looks just like that. He has like Orlando Bloom Legolas hair, like
Wow.
long and blonde.
Wow.
Always has. Anyway, an impressive man, truly. We went to the theater and we saw Force Awakens with a couple of other friends, and we come out of the theater and I am appalled. I am like just jaw to the floor, like how I cannot believe how horrible that was. And Silas, he's just like Ian, where he was like, I thought that was pretty good. And I look at him and I could see in his eyes that if I said anything, it would break his heart because he knew how horrible it was. It would just shatter him. And so I didn't say anything, but I was like, that was so bad. And I am now like just not a fan of Star Wars.
I also am not huge on, and then so I never really watched Harry Potter growing up, and Tara showed me the series, and I was like, by the last couple movies, I was on my phone. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I just it's just not good.
If you get into it when you're an adult, it doesn't work anymore.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the
it's-
magic's gone.
Yeah, and I understand like being loyal to a series because you like it, but like, I just didn't find it. It was engaging and entertaining, but it wasn't like good.
Yeah.
But I like A24. I'm weird, so
I don't even know what that is.
It's a studio.
Yeah, so.
Oh, got it. It was like, is it a show?
It's steak sauce.
I'm just but no. Watch Foundation on Apple TV, man.
Yeah, I will.
Fuck
That sounds fun. I'd love that
Yeah.
shit.
No, it's good. It's really good. It's like, yeah, sick as fuck. What else was I watched something else really good recently? Some space show.
You guys were watching Severance.
Oh,
and
Dune has a show now too.
I
Oh, yeah, I
saw
heard about
that.
That was good. It's about the Bene Gesserit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
should watch that. I'm into Dune, but I feel like it always falls short somehow. Like
Yeah.
the book, I read the book and it was
I never finished. I read like half of it. I don't know
yeah,
why.
it just it's kind of dry.
I just think
like the sand.
it's just so cinematic and cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
Same.
I like the lore. I think it's very interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like it has a lot of potential, but it's like never just there.
For me, it's still worth the watch. It was cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, the only Dune I like is Dune Your Mom.
My mom listens to this. Sorry, mom.
No, not your
Sorry.
mom, Keenan. Oh.
No, what? Not our moms? Oh, at the same time, Josh,
The other Keenan. Which Keenan? The one that I'm not
Josh,
talking about.
both Keenans.
The one's mom not listening to
That's
this.
just greedy.
Yeah, man. That's what he does.
Pick one.
Ever since I've known him in high school, that's what he does.
Leave moms for the rest of us.
Yeah. Leave a couple moms for the rest of us. Sorry to all the moms out there.
Sorry, moms, that you're listening. We do have a couple moms who listen.
Do we?
Yeah.
My mom will probably listen to this after that. Sorry, mom.
Sorry. Sorry, Keenan's moms.
Yeah. There you go. Get casual onto the plural now. It is an uncommon name to have
Yes.
multiples of.
Move into your old house with the same Arc'teryx jacket on.
Oh, that was freaky.
Yeah, that was cool though.
That was the first moment we met, right? So
We're like,
so backstory context to this.
Weird.
I now live in the same house, or in the house that this Keenan
Used to live.
used to live in. And on the day that I moved in, was the first time we'd met. Keenan opens up the door and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Keenan." And he's like, "Hey, we have the same Arc'teryx jacket on. Like you had
Yeah.
it on too. You had it on at the same moment." And we were like,
Oh,
"This
God.
is weird." It was.
And then that same day, we got to talking about Mike and Ike somehow.
Oh yeah, and
Both had Mike and Ike collections.
that's
Weird.
it's
random,
it's
yeah.
weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
I've only met a couple other
Dude,
Keenans,
and
but-
that's a thing. So, that's a thing. Like talking about like how names like help
influence
you,
you,
how
yeah.
like nature versus nurture kind of deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I wanna- I wanna-
Okay.
How like they influence? Yeah. So how does your name like Silas is huge into the woods and stuff? That literally, that name feels woodsy, and that means that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
maybe maybe he didn't know that, but maybe
I've
he
never
did.
met a Silas businessman.
Silas. Yeah, like I'm the CEO of Silas.
Here's a question for you guys. Do you guys have names that you find a pattern of attraction to? So, for example, I have found over my lifetime that I am attracted to a lot of women named Sophie and or Sarah.
I've never been. Those names don't do it for me.
See, I can't explain it, but I've literally just been like, that's odd. Your name is also Sophie. Your name is also Sophie. And like,
Oh, really?
I've dated
never
multiple people,
Dated two people with the same name.
but also just, and then I started paying attention to it, and I was like, okay,
I do like good names though.
yeah, good name is a good name.
yeah.
I like Sarah. That I think that's a really beautiful.
My brother's girlfriend growing up was Sarah, and she's all right.
Oh,
It's overdone, but sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
mine is, and I always find it out like it must be just like embedded into me, but when their middle name is Rose,
Is good or bad?
it's good.
It's good.
I
Middle
I mean,
name.
like,
how
no, like
older?
I think I've had like 2 or 3 girlfriends that have had the middle name Rose.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's a crazy stat. 2 or 3 too.
With middle name Rose. I've
Yeah.
never been with anybody first, last, middle, anything Rose.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, there you
Well,
go.
I'm cutting
That's
all.
just happen chance though.
I'm cutting all the roses, man.
God. She's up. I cut them all. I mean,
so Kenny, you don't have any pattern names that like
I have no duplicate.
not even like attraction
Ooh.
names? Like
No.
you found that you are more attracted to.
No, I'm trying to think. I haven't had any
Taylor's.
duplicates.
I got another
or
one. All of
only
mine.
one.
All of mine are
No duplicates.
A's at the end.
Oh yeah, no, I like A's too.
A's at the end. Where is it?
I feel like that's a common female name attribute though.
I
To have like a
I
I
think
guess. Yeah.
everyone I've been with has been 2 syllables or less, except one person.
2 syllables
So,
or less.
so
Okay.
you just like them to not be a mouthful.
I mean, you can be into that.
Yeah.
I like. More
Yeah, I can't. I'm thinking. I don't think I have any patterns. I don't.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, your name is Elizabeth. Can I just call you
Oh, God.
Beth?
I mean,
What about just Beth?
yeah, I don't know. It was just on the topic of names.
Yeah.
I had noticed that in my life, but I feel like names definitely influence you as a person to some extent.
I think so.
Mhm.
I definitely think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if my name was Mike,
Mike's
I
a
don't know.
crazy name. I would,
Mike.
yeah, just Mike.
What if my name was Bob? You know, like, or Dick. I probably would be different.
You would be very different.
right. Exactly.
Especially if it
I
was
would be
Dick.
perceived different. Different. I would be. I would feel. I think it does. I think it has a subconscious, subcutaneous. Is that a word for this? Yeah.
No
Yeah.
idea.
You
Effect.
know what? I think that'd be good for what about this? Names and how they
Yeah.
can influence.
How they affect your life.
I think that'd be
What
good.
about this?
Maybe I'll write that down.
Maybe I won't.
I call nature versus nurture. For a. I just said already. You can't call it.
I said damn. I didn't
Yeah,
call
like,
it. I'm saying damn.
Damn, like I didn't get that.
yeah.
Well,
Deal with it.
I am. That's how I'm dealing with it. I'm going through the steps.
Suck it up.
grieving process.
But, yeah.
Damn.
I'll listen to that episode.
Good,
Yeah, that'd be
because you're gonna be back. Because
Am
you
I?
have to be. Well, you have to be. Because if you were here for the conception, you got to be here for the birth.
Yeah.
The birth.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You're the conception. Now you need to be here for the
You have to
inception.
help raise the child. You can't just leave.
that, on that episode.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about like elves versus orcs then. 'Cause
Ooh.
on the woodland topic.
Yeah, that'd be
Nice.
sick.
Nature versus nurture. How are orcs raised and how do elves?
Mm-hmm.
One is from mud and one is from pristine oil elf sex.
Elf sex.
One is perfection. One is dirt.
All right, we solved it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirt.
No, if Coley can spend an hour or 35 minutes talking about, what was it?
Machining.
Yeah, machining. Machining. You can talk
He
about.
did that.
Yeah, he talked about machining. It's
Yeah.
okay. I one time every time you talk like, and I'm gonna try to hurry this up because
Because
I did
Coley
one,
was like,
like
well,
last
if you get a
year.
0.24 bit, then it really won't do anything to
Yeah,
the.
it was.
You're
We were
like,
just talking about like different ways to. I was like, okay. There was one episode I was like, I'm gonna talk about lithium versus AGM batteries.
batteries.
It was the most. As I started talking, I was like, I'm gonna try to make this as fast as possible. I erred.
oh god.
It also wasn't as fast as possible.
You erred.
Why?
Why?
I cut things out
Yeah. I mean, if
because it's confusing.
when I listened to that one, I was like, this is actually pretty interesting. But in the moment, I was like, I have nothing to go off.
Well, because you're like listening, you're like, oh, here's a joke about that. Nope, there's no jokes about it. There's nothing to say because you don't know.
It's like, okay, well, I can't say assault and battery again. Like,
the thing about this podcast is we don't want to learn that hard.
Yeah, no, it's
We
like,
don't want to learn to where we can't contribute. We just want. It's not like a lecture. You know what I mean?
no, we're gonna.
So
we're gonna.
I lectured on that one. Chloe lectured on machining, and we were all like,
That would turn the podcast
It
into
felt
just
like
like
a class.
something that you fall asleep to. Like.
I think I went back through when I listened to it, just totally skipped it. Nothing's really good to post about that. We're skipping that.
Yeah. Fuck learning. Autodidacticism can just.
Yeah.
suck a- suck a
Well,
big
you know,
one.
we all learned a little bit today about each other's opinions.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Hot takes. Hot takes are hot.
Yeah. Have some nice
Sometimes.
hot takes. Well, KH, over on the side here. Thanks for joining us. It was good to have you on.
Mhm.
good to
I
be here.
gotta ask,
Good.
you got anything to plug?
Plug. Yeah. No, not really. The band is dead.
Well, plug the album.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I made music one time, and it's on Spotify.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about it. You're gonna have to find
It's
it.
the Skellies. We've talked about them before.
I'm not gonna
Yeah. What's the name of the album?
tell you the name of the album because it's mysterious that way. No, it's called
That's fair.
yeah. It's called Coma. I'm the worst marketing person ever.
It's called Coma by the Skellies. It's on Spotify. If you're on Spotify listening, just go over to the search and type in the Skellies.
Yeah.
YS.
Yeah, I gotta say that when I first listened to that album, like since I've seen you guys live so much before, just going through the album, it was like a rising action. Like I was like, oh my god, this is like my favorite song, and then the next one's like, oh my god, this is my favorite song. Like it kept on going. Like
Music video coming soon.
Yeah.
oh
Keenan's working on it.
Sorry, dude.
he was right. Yeah, well, he was the cameraman at our last show.
Little
And,
VHS camera.
he was we used my grandpa's like
Was it your
handheld.
grandpa's?
Yeah, it was my
That's sick.
grandpa's like from the 90s.
Blast from the past.
Yeah, pretty flavorful. But yeah, we made it in my garage. The album.
It's good. Go
Wow.
listen to it.
the original Garage Band.
Yeah, exactly. It was purely birthed and finished in a garage.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I was made.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to Skellies.
How it's
Futon.
made. Josh in the garage. Josh.
This is how you make a Josh. Just
All Joshes are made in garages.
Next, you apply the.
lubricant from
Lubricant.
the leftover oil change and
Then you snip the cord.
using your trimming shears
You take all of your unused salad dressing.
and you just dump it all over the baby.
If it makes too much noise, cover its mouth.
Thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Diff? Next week, we'll be discussing physical book versus ebook, Van Halen versus Rush, stalagmites versus stalactites, cave. Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at what'sthediff.net. Leave us a text or a voicemail at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com. Join our Patreon and support us today.
Money, please.
Josh, I want you to be my phone's Siri voice. Can we make that happen?
We actually could probably make that happen.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I'll
probably
pay
do
you
that.
to record shit.
Yeah, I just probably have to record like, and with AI these days, like probably just like 2 paragraphs, and then it's good to go.
All I want is just like, I love you, Keenan, and then in your voice.
Ooh,
so that I can
well, you
wake
could
up
just send me
to.
that and copy paste.
Yeah, just- You'll just wake up to that. Hello, Keenan. I love you. I'm like, oh, thanks, Josh.
Snooze.
Dude, the shortcuts on the Apple on the iPhone, you can make it do anything now. Like I used to have it where I plugged it in and you go, yes, daddy.
Like,
And then I made it so it was my own voice, and I went, yeah. And I like forgot I had it like that, and I was in the ferry one time crossing over, and I plugged it in. I was like, yeah. I turned that off after like
God.
a week, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
it'd be really bad if you had like a charger that doesn't like work. So it's hoi hoi hoi.
I can just picture your face like as soon as you play, it's like yeah, and you're like turn around to the other people like oh, like I did not, and they're just like sure you didn't, buddy.
My phone did it. Sounds like your voice. No.
Quit perceiving me.
It was just funny. Yeah, you can do that on your iPhone, by the way. So.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Well, see you next time, folks. Bye.
Bye.
Salad.